Hello, fellow Flosstubers. It's Patty here with episode 92. Today is February the 10th, 2020. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, I have whip go, I have plans, and I have knitting. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. How has everybody been since the last time I've seen you? I have been great. I spent 20 glorious days in Hawaii on the Big Island in the Kailua Keahau area. We spent 9 days in a condo in Keahau, and then we moved into Kailua downtown and spent the rest of the time in a hotel. My husband has a conference that he goes to, and I tag along. Wives are included in the conference. And yeah, so we had a really great time. We did some swimming, swam in the ocean and saw an eel. We didn't snorkel, we were standing up at the time when we saw the eel. So that was fun. Saw a turtle, saw dolphins. Hubby saw dolphins when he was golfing. So that was great. I mean, it's so much fun to get out of Alaska when it's cold and go somewhere warm. So yeah, this is the first time we've stayed this long. We usually only stayed 2 weeks, but he had some Marriott points that he was afraid he was going to lose. So we stayed on after the conference and used those Marriott points. So that was really nice. They didn't move us. They were supposed to move us to a garden view, and they left us in the room we were in, and it was fantastic. We had stayed in a remodeled room as well, so we were really happy with that. We were happy with the room. The trip was fun. Came back and the house was fine. Kids were watching the house, so thank you guys for watching the house and doing the errands for my parents for me while I was gone. So, yeah, very, very exciting. So, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. I brought this one project. I did not stitch it all Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of 13th, 14th, and 15th of January. Because I'm a nervous wreck before we go on vacation, and I just wasn't feeling the stitching or the knitting. I didn't even knit. I just sat and watched TV and played video games. So anyway, on the 16th, I pulled out the Riolis pattern, the fox. This is stitched on 14 count Aida, which I can see without my magnifier. And this is what I got accomplished. I stitched on this every day from the 16th of January until the 4th of February. So I am so happy with how this little fox is turning out. The top is almost done. So exciting. Look at his little face. Such a cute little face. So this is my travel kit. I did have to go to Quilt Passions and pick up a better hoop. I brought a 10-inch hoop, and I just couldn't. I stitch funny when I have to use a hoop and hold it in my hand, so I couldn't do that, so I got a thinner, smaller hoop. So I bought 2 hoops, and I liked this hoop better, and that does not count against your stitch from stash as you use it more than once. So yay. And that is going to be my travel piece for a while. Okay, and then we got back on the 5th of February. And we got back around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was able to stitch a little bit, and I did. Jessie Marie had pulled the 2 Whip Go numbers on the 27th of January. She pulled a 3, which was Ashley's Roses on my chart, and 23 is Stargazer. So these are both new starts because I have not, well, Stargazer is a restart, but Ashley's Roses is a new start. I worked on Ashley's Roses Thursday, Friday, and a little bit on Saturday. Just like half an hour on Saturday. So this is on 32 count graceful gray linen, and I'm trying to do as much as I can for 2 weeks. So I will be working on this a day sometime this week, and then I'll be putting her away and stitching more on Stargazer. So this is what she's going to look like. I did have to buy some floss, which does count against my Stitch from Stash. I had all the colors but one, so I had to go pick up some 317, and I picked up 4 skeins of 38.65 as well, so $3.20 against my Stitch from Stash for February. And then I worked on Stargazer as well, and this is 32 count Stormy Skies by Fabric Flare, and so here's what she's going to look like. And I did work on this one. I worked on Stargazer Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday I wanted to get her face finished, so I got her hair and her face and her hands are all stitched. So I was able to put the hair color away, the face color, and the hand color away. So that's really exciting. I thought about doing her 1/1 face, but then I thought, nah, no, that just takes too long. It does, it just takes too long. Because I did try it once, and I just didn't like how long it took. I like the process of stitching, but I also want the project to be done. So that's why I'm kind of having problems with these full coverages. So Saturday I brought out Fright Night, which is charted by Gecko Rouge, and the artwork is by Louis T. Johnston. And it's on 25 count, easy guide, 1/1. And I did over 600 stitches on this on Saturday. This one I'm liking right now because it's a lot of fun. I'm going to finish page 2 and then move down to page 9. So that makes me very happy. This one I have it on my iPad, so I use, I can't remember which Easy Reader, I think. Goodreader, I'm sorry. I use the Goodreader app, and I like it because I can highlight it. I do have an Android pad, but I have not gotten that other program everybody talks about, and I might at some point, but not right now. And on Sunday I pulled out Tilton's Crafts Up on a Rooftop, and the artwork is by Stephen Crisp. I only did 300 stitches on this one this time because I was working on that Santa block right here, and that took forever. I mean, it took forever. I was doing it and having to change the floss. It's like, really? And when you're looking at it at close like this, it's like just dots. But when you're looking at it here, it does look like Santa Claus. I don't know how they do that. It's amazing. It's a miracle. So this is page 3. And when I'm done with page 3, I will go back to page 1, fill it all in, and then do this page, and then even this page, and then go to the next one. So, but this one is going to have to share its time with the next baby's stocking, because I need to start working on getting that other stocking done before December. That's most important. And last night, after my 300 stitches, I pulled out the Peppermint Purple 52-week Sal. And since I am 6, so I was 3 weeks behind, I decided I better catch up. So this is week 3 I did, and start of week 4. And I'll be working on this probably on Wednesday when week 7 drops, and I'll just go ahead and fill it all in after I do all my errands for my parents, like picking up their mail and their groceries. So yeah. I also decided that the Prairie Schooler ABCs are not going to get done unless I really put an effort in. I don't like putting it on my floor stand because I try to use a bigger Q-snap frame and it doesn't work right, and the fabric is like a yard. I mean, because it's 28 count wheat by Zweigart, so it's a yard of fabric, and it's really hard to have it on that lap stand or the floor stand. So I decided to put it on this lap stand with the longer top and bottom bars. So this is a homemade lap stand by Pam, the one that Pam showed us, Pam's Crafty Corner. And I'm really happy because I can reach both of these areas and I won't have to keep moving it. And I don't have to take it on and off the floor stand. So starting on Saturday, I had decided to do at least 30 minutes a day. So Saturday and Sunday, I got this much of the bird done right here. So I'm happy with how much I got done. I'm happy deciding that I really want this done. I mean, it's huge. It's going to be like a blanket, but I really want it done, and maybe just figure out how I can hang it up without framing it in the toy room, so that it will be there for the grandchildren, the grandchild that's here and the grandchildren to come. But I am working on B is for Blackbird. I'm not going to fill the bird in. He was supposed to have the background is supposed to be filled in. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to fill in the colors around the letters. I like the letters the way they are there. So, yeah, I'm really excited about working on this again and getting that much done. Okay, so that is all the stitching I did for the last 3 weeks. So that's quite a bit. I did a lot this week when I got home because I just unpacked, de-stressed. I had little man, but I didn't have to wake up at 5:25. I got to wake up. I still woke up early because when I go to Hawaii, I inevitably start waking up really early and going to bed early. So that's been my life, and I'm trying to change the sleeping schedule so that the 5:25 does not kill me. So far I've been getting up around 6:30, so it's an hour. I can do an hour. And I went to the gym, so that's a good thing too. Anyway, that's kind of what my life is going to be looking like. So, shall we get on with plans? Alright, this is my Mirror Monday for this rest of this month, and it is Moon Fairy by Mirabilia. And this no, it's called Fairy Moon. I'm sorry. It's called The Fairy Moon by Nora Corbett or Mirabilia. I am stitching this on 32 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana. And this, I think, is by Witchholt. And it is a painted. So here's where she is at. This is going to be coming out for Magical Stitches homework. And I will be working on her face because that is a prompt this time around. I'm going to do as much homework as I can and then have just the weekend stitches will be for taking back the park. But for this prompt is a face. So the face, and if I do more than the 100 stitches on the face, which you have to do stitches on the face. But if I do more, the first prompt is 200 stitches on something ethereal. And if I'm continuing to work on her, this has got the moon and stars, so she's very ethereal. So I will probably try to get 300 stitches on her today. And then, let's see, I don't have the rest of the projects I'm thinking about, but I do have stuff written down. You have to work 300 stitches on the closest to a finish, and I think I would say that the letter B for Prairie Schooler is the closest to the finish, and I could probably get 300 stitches done. If you get less than, if you finish it before 300 stitches, then you're done. You don't have to do anything else. So you also have to do 200 stitches on a project that reminds you of your father. And for me, that is the ravens in the Mummy Moonlight Cafe, because his nickname is Raven Man. So it's either that, I think, or the branch might have some blackbirds, which you could call ravens. So I'll have to think about that. And then we're going to a funeral. So you have to do 200 stitches on a project that has 3 or more people, and they have to be people. They can't be animals or anything. They have to be people. And I'm thinking that the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Passport has 4 people, I think, in it. So I might work on that for 200 stitches. And then an extra credit or bonus one is you just show your favorite project. So I'm going to do as many homework prompts as I can, and if I can double dip into the enchanted enchanted stitching, I'll try to do that. My plans are kind of based upon how Thursdays look. I'm getting Little Man on Thursdays, starting this Thursday. So Thursday and Friday are not going to be heavily stitching days because I will have him. He is not coming at 5:25 in the morning on Wednesday or Thursday, so I will have time to do maybe a little bit before he gets here. I'm thinking that maybe he'll let me do some of my lap stand because it's just my lap stand and the pattern. He might let me do that. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. If not, I can do some stitching while he's napping, and hopefully he will start taking naps like 10 or 11, 10 to noon. If he does that, then I can get 2 hours of stitching back here in this room while he's in the living room or in the toy room sleeping. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, haul. I got my floss from the 2 Floss of the Month clubs that I am in. One of them is Silks for You. I signed up for Silks for You in December. I was smart. So this is the January. And look at that. Those blues are beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm loving those blues a lot. And then I also got my Victorian Motto Sampler Floss of the Month. So, as you remember, I switched to the 5, so you get 5 and 1 free. So, that's this colors. So pretty. Love these browns and reddish browns. So pretty. And then I also got the rest of the Aquarium. Oh shoot. I had the name and then I lost it. Let me see if I can find it again. Atlantis from 3 Owl Threads. Or the 3 Owl Threads. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got the Atlantis project from 1884 Stitchery, but it's from Owl Forest Embroidery. If you recall, I was missing some items, so McKenna sent me the items I was missing. I was missing the fabric and the floss. So here's the fabric. And I did look, and that Atlantis is wide. So that was interesting. And I also was missing the floss. So here is the hand-dyed floss. And the floss has the key right on it, so that's exciting. But here it is. So I will be starting that at some point this year because I am shooting for no new starts for 2021. So I will be doing a couple of the Halloween stuff that I have over here and this owl embroidery and all of the mirrors that I want to start. That is my idea. So, knitting. I did some knitting when I was in Hawaii. So, let me get that out. I also had a heartbreak while I was knitting in Hawaii. I brought along the, oh shoot, where's that paper? It's Mary Anna's Lazy Days Wave of Light Baby Blanket. And I'm using the Lion Brand Mandala yarn. While I was knitting, I looked down at my signature needles and they were breaking. They completely broke. But they were breaking, so I went, oh shoot, there's no Joann's, there's no Michael's. Maybe Target would have needles, and maybe Walmart would have needles. Target didn't have any needles, so I had to go to Walmart. And while I was in Walmart, they did actually have a set of size US 7 4.5 millimeter in the Boyd needles, so I was able to knit. If I wasn't able to knit, I really would have been upset, because when it's really late at night and my eyes were tired, I could knit, and I did a lot. So the last time you guys saw it was way down there. Look at how much I got done. So this is how big this is now. And here is how much is left on this ball. I was thinking I was going to have to do 2 balls for this blanket. Yeah, no. I think this one ball will be plenty big enough for this. But here it is. It is so pretty. And I think if I do this blanket again, I am going to increase the width, not the length. But yeah, I need to contact Signature Needle Company and have them send me a size 40, size 7 cord, because they are lifetime guarantee on their needles. So I just have to email them a picture that another set broke, and I'm not buying them anymore. I will use Chai-Goos. I will even buy knit picks, and I haven't bought knit picks in a long time because they break too, but signatures are expensive, and they're really expensive, and I'm not happy that they keep breaking on me. And it's not like I brought them too short so my hand's always here. No, my hand is not there. My hand is here. So as you see, my hand is not on that cord because you knit right here. And I'm not knitting back here where I'm pushing on that. No, I knit like that. So I am not happy. Not happy. Anyway, complain. Sorry guys, but I like the fact that they turn. I mean, that turns. That's one of the best selling points of these needles, is they don't get tangled. They don't, you know, you don't get the loops in them because it spins. And I love that about these needles, but oh well. Just thankful that Walmart had needles and I could knit again. And that I didn't lose any of the stitches, because this hadn't broken. It was just really on the verge of breaking, as you could tell, because traveling broke them. But anyway, looking around here, I really don't have anything else to tell you. So we will see what knitting looks like, or stitching looks like this week, with the little man and nap times and fun times. So yeah, I guess that's all I have for you. So I hope that you guys have a great week, and I hope that whatever you stitch You stitch it to your heart's content. Bye, guys.